Hi, I'm Emma, LCA Specialist at Ecochain, and I'm going to show you how adding impact to your model in Mobius works. And this is of course a very important topic, because if you want to measure the impact of your products, then you actually need to know how to add this impact to the model in Mobius. This video is meant for beginning users, and I'm going to use the t-shirt demo as an example. And in this video I'm going to show you how the adding impact works, and in another video I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on finding the right reference in a database. In a previous video I already modeled this product, blue cotton t-shirt, and we're going to use this as an example. What you can see is that we already built the inventory of this product and we have the whole structure, but however we are not calculating any impact yet. The impact is 0, and you see that we haven't added any impact to the model yet. What you might already notice is that you cannot actually add impact to every item in the model, and this is because items that are built up out of other items, like the total product or the cotton fabric blue, their impact is actually the sum of all the items that they contain. You cannot add impact to them themselves because they will become the sum of all the other items. In order to add some impact to an item, I click on Add Impact. It's very straightforward. And then the database search wizard opens. In this video we're going to assume that you didn't get any specific information from your supplier in terms of impact of the material that you're using. If you do get this information, you can actually put this into Mobius, but I'll explain that another time. In this case we'll have to use a database. And we have different databases in Mobius, but the biggest one is Ecochain, so we're going to use this one in this case as an example. The first thing you can do to narrow down your search results is select the version of the database that you would like to use. In this case, let's say we want to use Ecochain 3.6. And now we can start filling out some search words, for example these suggestions, just by clicking on them. And they actually help a lot because they are narrowing down our results by a lot, only to 9 references. And the next thing that I can do is filter for a specific production location. So let's say I know that my fabric is made in Bangladesh. Let's type that and see if they have anything. Yes, so now they're lucky because this is the reference that is representative for my material and they have it for Bangladesh. However, often you're not lucky because there's definitely not all processes and all things for every region on the world available. So a lot of the time you will not find the right region and you will have to go a little bit bigger and more general. But in this case we can use this one. Well, I already found the reference I want to use, but I also want to show you one more way to search for references. So we're gonna go and remove this again and also remove the location. A final way that you can narrow down your search results in Mobius is by using these categories, because all the references were grouped into a category that they belong to. So in this case we have manufacturing here. I can click on that, and then actually we have manufacturing of textiles here, which is even more representative. And this narrows down the amount of results that I'm getting a great deal. So now I only have 100 results left, which is a lot less than I had before. Let's use the search words again. And let's type in the location then again. This is the one that I want to use. I can add it to my model by clicking on Add. Now you can see that I added some impact to my model. If you want to remove or change a reference, you can click on the line item and then the detail panel appears on the right. And here with the name of the reference, I can click either on the pencil to change the reference, or I can click on the cross to remove it. So if I change it, it stays attached until I select another reference. This is the basics of how to add a reference in Mobius. And in another video, I will give you some tips and tricks on how to find the right reference for your model. Good luck with modeling your own LCA in Mobius.